All right. Looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. It is FLYBOY. We're back with another stream. Second stream of all time. Today, we're going to be playing everyone's favorite, Pokémon X again. I don't know if it's everyone's favorite, but it's got its fans. So, anyways, that's on our schedule today. I think that's all we're going to do. Some more Pokémon X. Everyone loves some Pokémon X. So, last time, we didn't get too far into the game. It is a Pokemon game, so, you know, there's a lot of tutorial they always make you do. But I think we beat the first gym. We have Barry B. Benson, our lead right now. He's a Beedrill. I thought we weren't going to keep him, but you know what? We're keeping Beedrill. We're taking this guy to the championship, okay? That's what's going to happen. We're going to take him to the champion, and it's going to be freaking awesome. So, I guess let's just get started with it. I'm going to go boot up Pokemon X right now. Let me pause that music. Let's get Pokemon X going. Here we are. Again, if it's too loud, just let me know. First try. No. Totally. Mr. Cool Hat, good to see ya. And we did beat the gym leader first try. We didn't struggle. There was no growing pains. We were natural. It was as if, you know, we were born for this. So here we go. I think I switched my button layout again. That's always convenient. Here we are, Route 5. We just beat Tierno. And we got some honey. So, yeah, I forgot to mention. Happy Halloween, everyone. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween. I know the festivities probably don't start for another hour or so for some people. I'm a lame Halloween celebrator. I don't go out. I don't dress up. This year, I kind of wanted to have a costume of sorts, but I'm also broke, so that costs money. But let's get a recap of our team real quick. It's on the bottom right here. But so far, we have Barry B. Benson, the Beedrill, and Harry, the Fennekin. I did not plan that, but it's kind of funny that they're both airy names right now. We got Electra, the Pikachu. Nice and bold. Harry's timid. Barry's hasty. And we got Leonardo, the leader in blue, our Squirtle. So, that's all we got right now. But we should just keep going. I gotta heal up Barry. Let's see. Let's go. And we'll keep marching along. We will keep marching along. Alright. I was gonna pretend like I was gonna skip this trainer, but I guess we're not. I haven't been able to sleep very well for days. I don't know if I'm up for a battle. Hey, I don't blame you. Our drink of the day today. Got a Diet Coke Lime. Saw this at Walmart. Reminded me of my mom. She always got those back in the day. My favorite beverage to steal from the fridge. It is moments like this where I wish we had a Bug-type move. I guess we just rock with Poison Sting. It's okay. Oh, Barry's trying to get on my good side today. A crit and... Ooh. A crit and a poison, though. That's pretty good. You can't ask for much more than that. Alright. We'll just go with Electra. Let's go. Tried and true Pikachu. Yeah. Oh, dude, this Kadabra. Why'd they give me a Kadabra this early? Kadabra low-key has some good stats. Like, I know its special attack's absolutely insane. Kind of wild that it's this early. We're just thugging it out. Oh my, and a crit. We're just thugging it out. We're trying not to make any of these Pokemon die. We're going to thug it out. Just let it die of poison very slowly. But how has your guys' Halloween's been? Have you guys done anything yet? Any parties? Do you have any plans? 2 crits? Now he's just greedy. Now he's just greedy. Dude, we're going to have to let one of these guys drop. We're going to have to let one of these guys drop. Oh my goodness. It's okay. It's okay. We got this. We're not doing a Nuzlocke, so we're fine. My goodness. Everyone says these games are easy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad, but these are kind of giving me a challenge, you know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Oh my goodness. Well, Barry clutched up, because if he did not get that poison, we're gone. We're done. So, let's go. Let's go, Harry. We getting breaks in this early? See what we got? Let's freaking go. We all love some evolutions. Let's go. Ah, man. This is a classic starter. Breakson or Brykson? One of the two. Yo. What's up, Typho? Yes. This is Breakson, or I guess I should call him by his name. But you know me. When I was a kid, I was like, no nicknames. Harry, yeah, Harry survived the Kadabra slaughter. Is my mic peaking too much? Hold on. There we go. That's what he gets for surviving. We gotta heal up. Because that is, that looks brutal. So we'll go do that real quick. We will go heal up. Ooh. Maybe I should give myself some super repels. If it becomes a problem, I'm gonna give myself some super repels because as I've played through these games for my videos on all the villainous teams and such, the biggest problem has been just getting through all of these encounters and stuff, like caves and stuff. Typho says, I was always disappointed by Fennekin's evolution line. I'm just not a fan of Pokemon that just look like humans in human-shaped animal costumes, furries. And that's, you know, that's something with all these new new starters. A lot of them are just, like, very humanoid, which you don't really see in them until, I think it is this generation with Delphox and such. Yeah, they become very humanoid. And that was, I think that was a big complaint even in this gen. But, like, Gen 7, you had Incineroar, and that's just a jacked dude. Oh, yeah. I haven't played, hey, I haven't played Scarlet and Violet yet. I've seen gameplay, I've watched videos on it, all that. But I have not played it. And, yeah, how do you even say it? Quaquaval? The little duck's evolution is straight up just a dude. It is just a dude. He dances. Very, I wouldn't say suggestively. We'll say flamboyantly to be PG-13. Or PG, not PG-13. I do PG-13s. Have you seen that clip? I'm not going to bring that up. Something about a mayonnaise jar. Anyways. Yeah, Quaquaval. Yeah, it's just a dude in a duck costume that dances. I think it's, like, supposed to be inspired by something. But, you know, I think that's kind of a lazy sort of way to write off Pokemon designs, is by saying, well, it's inspired by this. And it's like, yeah, all Pokemon are, to a degree, okay? You think they just came up with Charmeleon or Charizard out of their heads? Like, no, obviously it's inspired by dragons and lizards and such. But it's like, if you have to tell me what it's inspired by to make it cool, does it have the cool factor that we expect from Pokemon? Like, no one looks at, I'm trying to pick a good example, like Flygon, for example. Just solid design. I don't know anyone that, like, hates Flygon. But, like, Flygon's solid. I don't have to know that it's based on fire, or no, sorry, not firefly, dragonflies and some other stuff, I'm sure, to know that it's cool. Like, a kid should just be able to look at it and be like, that is cool. And I think the problem with a lot of new Pokemon designs is that it's kind of like a if you know type of deal. And I don't think that's what Pokemon has ever been. Like, you never really needed to know the background of Pokemon to know that they're cool. But a lot of new Pokemon, it's like, I'm taking Mega Starmie, for example. Maybe the most controversial design we've seen in a long time. But the whole idea is that, you know, it's supposed to be like a Starman or something from Earthbound. And it's like, okay, but look at it. Like, sure, it could be referencing something, but just look at it. I don't know. Does it pass the cool test outside of that? I don't think so. Simo says, ironically, I'm playing Scarlet right now. Well, hey, I'm glad you could join us with some Scarlet in the background. I'm sure one day I will stream it, probably. Let's get my live reaction. I'm going to try and stream the rest of the Pokemon games I play. Because right now, what I'm doing is I'm just gathering footage from my videos. So, yeah, one day we'll get to Scarlet. Typho says, I just wanted more actual monster designs. Totally agree. A lot of the newer ones just feel like, again, humans in costumes or marketable plushies. They get a lot of that. Obviously, I mean, it's Pokémon monsters, right? So we should expect more of that. But I totally agree. I think, and that's been one of my bigger problems with the designs, is like, obviously you have stinker designs in every generation, but I don't know if that justifies some of the designs we get, you know? I'm not gonna lie, I actually loved it when I saw it, the Mega Starmie, I'm assuming. Yeah, I can understand, like, it is goofy, it is funny. It's like that clip from Smiling Friends, I don't know if you saw it, where it's like the old, like, I don't know what it was, like the surveyor, and he's like, you made me laugh, that was good. He's like, did I pass? Is my building safe? He's like, F no. That's what Mega Starmie, it's like, okay, you made me laugh, but, yes, Typho, we're gonna get more streams, don't worry. More streams, let's go. Let's go. I love streaming. Streaming's fun. I don't know why I didn't get into it earlier, but it's great. It's chill, play some Pokemon. You know how it is. Talk, yap. We all love it. But yeah, part of me with these new designs is just like, I get that it's referencing stuff, but can it carry its own weight outside of the reference? And I don't know if some of these designs can, especially like, even though it's funny, oh my god, like it looks like a Roblox character. But, you know. Mega Evolutions were never supposed to, I mean, maybe you had Slowpoke or Slowbro, that was kind of funny, but I felt like Megas are supposed to be like, you get more aura, you know what I mean? So, that's what I think about them. But, we'll get to look at a lot of Megas in this game. Thank you for using the Holocaster. Lysandre Labs developed the Holocaster to make the lives of Pokemon trainers richer, fuller, and more convenient. I'm sure. I'm sure there is no ulterior motive or anything. Maybe there isn't, actually. I don't know. We'll see. We hope you continue to enjoy the fine services this device provides. Well, thanks. Was there, like, a point to that? Like, I don't want to be too picky. Or not picky. Nitpicky. Was there a point to that call? We've already used the Holocat. I don't know. Whatever. Typho says there's always going to be some stinkers. Even in Gen 1 had major stinkers like Seal and Dugong. Totally agree. But it also had great ones like Gyarados. Yeah, big fish monster. Gen 2 had Tyranitar and Hoppip. Simo also says, I don't like a lot of ZA Megas. I think that's what it's going to be. If you loved the Gen 6 Megas, I don't think you're going to like the ZA Megas and vice versa. And I've seen that on Twitter. Like, people who really like the new ones sort of dog on the old ones. And I think it's because there's completely different just art direction for both. Like, the designs are obviously distinct. Like, the Megas you see in ZA are not the same design language as the Megas we see in this game, X and Y. But yeah, definitely. I'm not a huge fan of the ZA ones either. I'm currently playing through ZA as well. Maybe we'll stream some of that too. But just from what I've seen, you know, like for Alligator, like, I get it. Get the concept. I know it's a big Totodile, but like, most of the time it looks like it's wearing like a, I don't know. People call it a toilet lid. I don't want to be that mean to it, but kind of looks like that. But yeah, Typho, to what you were saying, Gyarados. Yeah, the toilet bowl head. Like, I know there's a human behind the design. But like, bruh, really? Was that Junichi Masuda? Was that him? Because low-key, as time has gone on, I've low-key respected Masuda more. I thought he was kind of the problem. But after that Terra leak, where they like said his reign of terror was over at mid-development of X and Y, I was like, is it a coincidence that Masuda's reign of terror ended when the golden age of Pokemon ended? I don't know. That's speculation, but yeah, Gyarados is the GOAT, frankly. If you watch any Smith's Plays videos, he talks about how Gyarados is in like every game and he kind of like takes over every playthrough. There's a reason. He's cool. Everyone wants to use a Gyarados. Everyone. So, Typho says, Pokemon's design philosophy has changed significantly. If Mega Feraligatr was made back in Gen 6, it would definitely be a big, spiky alligator. Yeah, totally. That's what a lot of Megas were in this game. It wasn't like a huge design overhaul. It wasn't like a Gigantamax form where it exaggerates a lot of features. It just sort of fills out the design. You know, it wasn't anything, and that's where people who like the new ones, who like the sort of like exaggerated, gimmicky sort of designs, they'll like those ones more, but I like the original Megas. They're just kind of like Super Saiyan versions of the old ones and of the old designs, so yeah. I'll be honest, probably not, but the Charizard glaze is a bit much. I mean, it's profitable. Like, they are a company, right? Like, Charizard, he sells. He sells Pokemon cards, he sells merch, he sells games. This is the castle. Oh yeah, there's a palace and a castle, that's right. So Charizard, I understand. And you know what? When I was a kid, I was a Blastoise kid. That's why we got Squirtle right here. I'm a Blastoise kid. But as I grew older, I learned to respect Charizard. I'm like, you know what? He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. I love Smith Plays videos, although his take on Legends ZA is interesting. That's what I took away from it as well. His videos on ZA. Like, I think I understand what he's trying to do. I don't want to read too much into him, what he's doing. Because we all got our own YouTube, you know, channels and videos, and he obviously is a lot more successful than me. So, he knows what he's doing. But it definitely seems like a shift in the type of videos he makes for his Pokemon channel. Because his videos for the last couple years have been very focused on sort of the older games and critiques of them. And then kind of the shift away from critiquing. Maybe because the game just came out, he doesn't want to be lumped into like the very critical crowd of ZA. I don't know. That's just what I've sort of gathered from those newer videos. Still salty we'll never get Mega Bisharp because of Gen 9. Dude, totally, dude. Bisharp's actually one of my top 5 Pokemon. If I made a top 5 list, it's probably in the top 5. But one of my favorite Pokemon. And it's like, King Gambit's fine. It's fine. It's not offensive, but it's sad we won't get a Mega Bisharp, especially in like a Gen 6 style. That'd be really awesome. Let's see here. Regieleki. Oh, hold on. Holy crap, Charizard Glaze is nuts. Regidrago made me so mad when I saw its design. Regieleki, though. Yeah, oh yeah, Regidrago has a Charizard head. I didn't even know. I forgot about that. Or maybe I didn't even notice it? Let's pull up a picture of Regidrago real quick. Regidrago. Well, looks like a Charizard to me. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm pulling up its Bulbapedia right now. Let's see. Does this look like Charizard's head? I think so. That's if it would load. There we go. That's definitely Charizard head. Big nose, but anyways. The Charizard glaze is real. It's more ubiquitous than I thought, it seems. Honestly, prefer King Gambit over a Mega Bisharp. I also understand that perspective because you don't only get it once per battle. So, that does make sense. The Pokemon Insurgent Centaur design was something I always wanted so bad in a mainline game. Did they have a Mega Bisharp in there? Give us my top 5 Mons right now. Oh, brother. It's going to be kind of basic. I'm not going to lie. But we'll start. Swampert is in the top 5. Swampert, I know it's a starter. When I was a kid, Swampert carried hard. Always loved Swampert. Bisharp is in there, I already said. Scizor has to be in there. Scizor is a GOAT. Absolutely love Scizor. I mean, just look at it. The thing is a beast. It's freaking awesome. So, Swampert, Bisharp, Scizor. Camerupt's in there. I know, that's a deep pull. When I was a kid, I loved Camerupt. I don't even know why. Maybe because Maxie had it. I don't know. Because now it's kind of like, you know, just a camel thing. But I was so excited when it got its Mega. I can't tell you. You can ask my family. They know. They know I loved Camerupt when I was a little kid. Or even a preteen. And then finally, I want to say Zapdos. Also, Very basic. Not really a deep pull, you know? But, like, probably my favorite legendary. Ooh, that or Zekrom. I might... Is it cheating to have a legendary in your top 5? Is it cheating to have a legendary in your top 5? Because I'm putting one in there. It's either Zekrom or Zapdos. Something about the electric legendaries. Love them. So, Shabano Castle. So are there 2 castle plot lines in this game? Is that it? This is the Poke Flute, because that sits behind him, right? That's why it feels so empty. Oh, so he gave it all away. That's cute. Do you have anything related to Mega Evolution? That's it? Oh, that's it. What in the world is Mega Evolution? That's interesting. I mean, my favorite Pokemon is Typhlosion starters. Obvious. Typho. Hey, that's where the name comes from, right? But man, Camerupt is such an underrated... I agree. And Shiny Camerupt was my first Shiny. I did it through the X and Y, like, Safari hunts. Camerupt was my first Shiny. Also a great Shiny design. Both designs are great. Let's go. Zapdos. I know. Like, I remember back in the day. Remember Pokemon Go when it first came out? Can we give it to Pokemon Go? What a great game, by the way. When it came out back in the day, I was day one. I was on that thing immediately. I was in the Pokemon Showdown chat rooms, you know, waiting for it to drop. And I joined Team Instinct because Zapdos is one of my favorite Pokemon. I was like, let's go, Team Instinct. And I thought it would be more popular, but you're right. Valor and Mystic, I think, you know, maybe it's the colors, but I think Zapdos, is it number 1 or number 2? Like, I don't know what people think about him, really. Legendary birds. But Zapdos is up there. He's got to be. If he's not top 5, he's top 10. Him and Zekrom. Mr. Cool Hat says Camerupt is underrated. My favorite will always be Hydreigon. Come on, dude. Yeah. That Getsus fight in the OG Black and White will always go down as a core memory. Dude, that Getsus fight was horrifying. Like, I don't know about any of you guys. I had to mute the music. It was stressing little kid me out so much. The drums and, like, the chanting. I was like, okay. I thought I just beat the game. I beat N. I thought I just beat the game. So... Alright, I gotta get through this plot line, dude. Route 7, please take your time and have a look around. Okay, no. So, we have to go to the... Route 7. We gotta go to the other castle thing. Right? Because there's a Snorlax here. I remember this very vividly. There's a Snorlax in the way. Yes, there we go. No way, Team Instinct rise up. I'm pretty sure Team Instinct was the least popular team. Typho, it was. I don't know if it is anymore, because I think a lot of the Instinct players just ended up liking Pokemon more, and so they stuck around. But yeah, it was, a lot of Mystic, a lot of Valor, especially in the early Pokemon Go. Barius the Gradius, what other games do you play besides Pokemon? Since I started this channel, I haven't been able to play a lot of games besides Pokemon. But some of my favorite games, Xenoblade. Xenoblade 1 and 2 are some of my favorite games of all time. I still haven't played 3. I know it's a sin. I know it's an amazing game. Just haven't got around to it. Final Fantasy 7, one of my all-time favorite games. Absolutely love Final Fantasy. What else? What other game? I said it's last stream, but Ace Attorney is also a great game. Absolutely love the Ace Attorney series. Do you even have the Poke Flute anymore? So those are the other games I play. More casually, I used to play Rocket League back in the day when I was in middle school. That was sort of like, instead of like CSGO or anything, that was like my online competitive game. But yeah, those are the kind of games I play. I love JRPGs. It's pretty much all I do outside of Pokemon. Yeah. This castle's low-key lame. Don't know why they even put it in except dressing. Set dressing and vibes. Yeah, I think that's what it is. They just wanted to show off the 3D stuff. This fluff, dude. The gap between Gym 1 and 2 is actually bad. I looked into it. It's horrible. There's so much crap in between Gym 1 and Gym 2, but it's okay. All right, Shauna. Let's go. Let's go. She's happy. I mean, it does kind of play into the Flare themes if you think about the wide story, but it could have been better executed and spread across the story. Are you talking about this castle set piece? Not sure what you're talking about there. Oh, the whole giving and taking narrative. Actually, You're right. I do like that. Maybe I should... Okay, I should have focused more. Because you're right. It does kind of play into the whole narrative. Maybe I make a video on that whole theme. X and Y's theme. I kind of like that. Pokemon is technically JRPG 2, isn't it? I would say it is, just like from a pure technical, like, definition standpoint, it is. It's a role-playing game made in Japan. Definitely a lot different from the other ones, though. Definitely not a traditional one, but there's not a ton of traditional ones. Traditional JRPGs left, honestly, like turn-based. You have the Bravely series. That's about it. I know a French studio made a new one. Like a new turn-based RPG. I haven't played it, but yeah. Pokemon's technically a JRPG. That is true. And that's probably why I like them so much. I kind of like the vibes. Oh, Fire Emblem, also a game I love. I don't play it seriously. I'm really bad at. Obviously, you guys have seen how I play this game. Imagine me playing an actual strategy game. An FRPG. I think is it Expedition 33? Is that what its name is? I think that's the name of it. But yeah. Yep, Fire Emblem. Awakening was my first one. I was a kid. I loved Smash Bros. Brawl. And Marth, specifically. I was like, he's so mysterious. And he plays, and he speaks Japanese. And so, I got Fire Emblem Awakening because of the Marth on the front cover. And it's not even a secret anymore. But Marth was actually Lucina. So they totally played that. They played the marketing perfectly for Awakening. Because I was like, oh, this game has Marth in it. I love Marth. And it's not. But then I ended up loving the game anyways. Because Crom's goated. Echoes is my favorite game of all time. Mr. Cool Hat says it's not the best, but I love the game to death. I heard it's great. I played the beginning of it. It looks great. I know it's a remake, but it looks great. I think the vibes are immaculate in the game. And I've heard it is good, though. But, let's see. Bubble. What don't you like about Echoes? Because I heard it was fine. Fates and X were my first Nintendo products I ever played. Dude. Fates? Underrated. Now, talk about a game people think is bad. Fates. I understand. I like it. You know, the sort of, like, vaguely incestual subplots with some of the characters. I think that's just a filter, okay? If you're not serious about playing Fire Emblem, you're gonna get filtered. Barius says, I actually did not know Marth was Lucina. I never played Fire Emblem, only know them from Smash. I just assumed they were siblings. Maybe I did spoil it. It happens very early in the game. It's not really a pivotal part of the game. It was really just for marketing. I can promise you that. But one of her taunts in Smash Bros, she puts on like the Marth mask. That's where it's from. She was like a time trap. Oh, I'm gonna spoil everything. That's fine. I'm gonna spoil it. Nope. No spoilers. I know I don't care about spoilers, but some people do. So, it's fine. Let's go. Sheik and Zelda. Exactly it. That's exactly it. It's like Sheik and Zelda. She was just hiding her identity and pretending to be a dude. Dude, Barry? Does Beedrill ever get moves? Is it stuck with Poison Sting forever? I know it's only leveled up a couple times, but like, are we serious right now? But yeah, that's my favorite joke to make, the Fire Emblem Fates incest filter. It's like, if you're not serious about playing this game, you're gonna quit. It's gonna make you feel weird. Ooh. Yeah, Pin Missile. Freaking waiting for Pin Missile. My goodness. Let's freaking go. Fairy types made poison types slightly relevant in this generation. I just remember using Greninja with Gunk Shot. It's like, Twin Needle, finally something. What does it do? 50 power? A functional 50 power? We're getting rid of Fury Attack. That's not going to... With Return, it's kind of worthless. Mr. Cool Hat about Fates... Or not Fates, sorry. I'm guessing this is about Echoes. The vibes, the story, the art, and the voice acting are amazing, but compared to the other Fire Emblem titles on 3DS, it does feel dated. Cantor's and Marsh on Celica's route are a pain, but I look past it all. I don't think all Fire Emblem games have those moments. They're just kind of like... Again, I haven't played a ton. I've played Awakening, Fates, Engage, 3 houses. That's like the very normie group. And I played a little bit of GBA, like the first one with Lynn and Ellie Wood and the other guy, Axe Dude, Hector. But that's pretty much my experience. And even Awakening, there were some maps. Oh, Awakening is a lot of just enemy spam. But I'll have to try out Echoes. Actually just play through it. Speaking of Smash, the series is going to get a reboot or just a port to Switch 2. Now, I don't know what it is. I know some people are speculating about both. But what I want a reboot. There's just too much. And that sounds horrible. It sounds like I'm a spoiled kid. Oh my gosh, more cake. You know that picture? It's like 2 cakes. But it's like, I think there's a little too much. Too many characters. It makes the game... it's cohesive. They've got a good art style going. They've got good, you know, graphics and all that stuff. It looks good. And it's pretty well balanced. Or is it? Doesn't everyone just play Minecraft Steve now? Isn't that the thing? I haven't played in a bit. But it's like... I don't know. I want a reboot. I kind of like Brawl, where it felt like an exclusive club, you know? Or even Smash 4. Like, being a Smash character was an exclusive club, but now you got Sora, and as much as I love Pyra and Mythra, you got Pyra and Mythra, and they should stay, though. They should stay. But you got so many people in now. You got a Tekken character. It's just like... It's not as exclusive anymore. And I do feel the barrier to entry to playing the game well just keeps getting higher because you got to take into account all these different movesets. Which I know, like, every fighting game you have to deal with, but... I don't know. I want a reboot. I don't know what it's going to be. Maybe they just do a Switch 2 version and just keep... And they add, like, a third pass, but... I couldn't tell ya. We all play Steve, and no one knows how to play him. Kind of like... Is he as centralizing as Meta Knight was in Brawl? Because I remember Brawl, dude. Meta Knight, he was... everywhere, because that's like, he was so centralizing to the game. That's how powerful he was. Pyramyth or Rage Bait, my little brother beats my ass with them. Dude, I wanted to main them so bad, because I love Xenoblade 2. But right as they came out is when I lost interest in Smash Bros. And it kind of feels weird, because you'd feel like they would reinvigorate my interest for Smash Bros, because they're awesome. But it's like, do I really want to learn another character? I've just been playing Chrom for 3 years or something, whenever they came out. So, sad. $1,000. A reboot would be nice. Cut down the roster a bit and change up the movesets like crazy. Might be peak Smash. I agree. Mario has had the same moveset, and it's a really good moveset. Mario is probably the nicest character to play as. Like, he's just, like, very cohesive and solid, his whole moveset. But yeah, let's shake it up a bit. Chrom mentioned, hey, John. Good to see ya. How are you doing? Good to see ya. How's your Halloween going? Hope it's going great. I don't do much on Halloween, so... If you notice, my cash is a little too high. I gave myself some money so I don't run into any hiccups like this. Chrom mentioned... Yeah, I was a Chrom main. Again, Awakening was like my first Fire Emblem game. I wanted him in Smash 4. That trailer, when I was a kid. That trailer pissed me off. Where they had Captain Falcon show up, he's fighting Chrom. I'm like, oh, Chrom's coming in! And then they're like, here's Robin and Lucina. I'm like, oh, I mean, thanks. I like him too. But Chrom's my guy. I love Chrom. So once they finally added him, unfortunately as an Echo, but beggars can't be choosers, I mained him. Because I was like, I'm going to drown with this ship. Even if he's not that great. And eventually, I think he's just like a mid character, frankly. He was much better on release. When you could like suicide... up B off the edge and they would die first. I was like, this is all I need. Get him down to 1 stock. Have a stock. Have like 1 extra stock, then him and you're solid. Where is it? Where could it be? Dude, it doesn't help that I yap so much. It's dragging this out. My little furfro's disappeared. Oh. It's this part. It's this part. You gotta look... We gotta look for the furfro, right? It's just in the back, though. I don't gotta, like, go run around everywhere, right? Bruh. Yay, this puzzle. Dude. How often? This happens twice. It's like that scene from Phineas and Ferb, where it's like, if I had a nickel for every time. Because you do this with the Farfetch'd in Heart Gold Soul Silver. like, sort of corralling Pokemon. We're doing it again in this game. Is there ever an explanation for this? Reshiram? Reshiram and Zekrom statues, right? Because in the back, it's Zekrom. Is there ever an explanation for this? Do they just like it? The Kalos region and the Unova region must have been in contact with each other. Yeah, seems like it. Okay. I guess they just... I mean, the goat. Come on. We gotta look at him. Look at that. One of the best legendaries of all time. I still remember the black and white trailers when I was a kid. I was like, Zekrom? That's mine. That's gonna be mine. France and America, great allies in real life. Well, maybe it's referencing that. You're right. Barius with the history. Yeah. Even from the foundation of America, France has been there. That is true. I actually kind of like that. It's actually a really cool touch. Here we go. How does this work again? Okay. You're gonna watch. You're gonna watch my, like, 5 IQ shine right here. Okay. Okay. Or over there. Alright. I hate these puzzles, especially doing them live. Because it really makes... Okay, so if we put her here... If we put her here, stay right here, and I come from this side, he's going to have to go up. Okay. Yes, it would be better if you waited over there. I love my French friends. Don't we all? Come on. They've been getting... The French have been getting too much hate. Can I be honest? Like, you see those memes where it's like, French, or whatever. Like, they make fun of the French. I'm like, dog. French are low-key goated, okay? We love our French friends. Helped us win the Revolutionary War. Exactly. Come on. We literally would not exist as a country if it weren't for the French. Let's pay them some dues. And that's... Recency bias has destroyed public perception of the French, frankly. Like, everyone just talks about World War II. It's like, alright, can we move on? Can we move on now? Like, do we have to, like, just... Well, get it, the French surrendered! They put up the white flag! It's like... You know what? That's okay. Because when we were in a time of need, they helped us. When they were in a time of need, we helped them. That's how it works. I never saw the statues as anything more but nods to the previous games. Huh? See, maybe it could be that. Maybe it could also be the America-French tie. Because this is their first, like, those were their first games outside of Japan, so who knows. But I kind of like that. I can't help but always make a headcanon lore for every little thing. You know, and that's kind of what I love about Pokemon. Especially with the older games. Is they leave just a little bit of mystery here and there, you know? They never quite tell you the full story. There's a little bit of mystery, and so you get to, you know, just think. It makes you think. It's cool. I really like it. I always bring up Giovanni. I'm always going to glaze Giovanni. He literally jump-started this YouTube channel. But, like, the fact that he's a gym leader, it just tells you a little bit, and then your mind can go crazy. So I like that. No, it's def way more to have lore in your head. Exactly. Exactly. I agree, Typho. Mr. Cool Hat says, the only issue with the French agenda is the fact that their greatest leader, Napoleon, was pretty much Italian. Though when you're led by the GOAT of generals, it kind of negates it. I mean, let's be honest, though. He was... If you do so much for France, are you not French at that point? Like, think about all the founders, you know, like Hamilton, I think even Thomas Paine. It's like, you know what? A lot of these guys are just British. But you know what? If you're that foundational to America as it is, just like how Napoleon's so foundational to how France became, it's like, you're okay. You're French. You're American. It's all good. For real, I always loved that. That's why I love watching Lorekeeper Toby. The lore is so interesting. All right, I'll have to watch some of that. Because that's the thing about these games. They never go too deep. You know what I mean? They never really go too deep. Unless you're talking about, like, N specifically. And even that's Pokemon games, so they don't go deep anyways. But, like, they never go too deep with the lore. But it's very vast. And so you get to find a lot of cool stuff, cool connections. And then again, you get to have your cute little headcanons. I love it. It's my favorite. Rendezvous. French. Right? I think. Sounds French. I know what it means. I just don't know if it's French or not. Did I just skip through a dialogue? Guilty. Let's make the best of it. Oh, this is the cute scene where we hold hands and stuff. Horrible. Horrible for someone like me. I'm a loveless chud with no romantic interests IRL. So this game, unrealistic. What are we doing? All right. That's cool. Is that a Golurk? That's pretty cool. You know, that's the thing about 3D is you can do stuff like this. It's kind of cool. You don't really get that. But, gonna be honest, Black and White and Black and White 2 had 3D environments too. So, I don't know. I'm still wondering what Pokemon could do with 2D, 3D in the modern age. Lorekeeper Toby quit YouTube, though, from what I remember, unless he came back. Well, I hope he has... Sounds like he has a backlog, though. It's a good thing about YouTube, right? It's like an archive. Toby introduced me to the Cyrus Rotom theory. Oh, I saw that. I read... You told me about it last time in the chat. I was meaning to look more into that. I'm going to write that down. Look into that. Cyrus and Rotom. Completes the story of Platinum. I'm going to look into that. I'm going to write that down. Cyrus plus Rotom theory. Because Rotom always feels out of the way, you know? Maybe that's just me. It always feels like it was just sort of out of the way. You don't have to get it. He came back. Oh boy, he did come back. Looks like he had a big comeback then. Where are we at? Did I go up the stairs already? Or not? Isn't there like a balcony or something I have to go to? Nope. I feel like I might be missing some lore in here. But we'll go read some of the dialogue around here after this event. Hey, Shauna, how'd you get here before me? I mean, I didn't take my time. That's right. Barry says there's probably Unova references because X and Y were being created at the same time as Black 2 and White 2. They did have... I think they... Yeah, they were. Because Black and White 2 just came out like a year before these games. You know, I never watched Fireworks Alone with a Boy before. Unrealistic, dude. Unrealistic. It's fine. Oh, it's so cheesy. Were you guys those kids? I was this kid. Whenever something romantic happened on on a TV show or something, I always like close my eyes. Like, I don't want to watch this. I was that kid. I watched them with you, Flyboy. Oh, brother. All things considered, BW2 probably should have come out on the 3DS. I wonder what it would look like. Like the 2D, 3D on the 3DS. I feel like that would look great. That could just be me, but I think it would have looked awesome. But I understand why they didn't. There were so many DS owners back in the day. I think it's like the second highest selling console of all time. So it kind of makes sense why they could have sort of gave you one last DS game to play. For real, that never happens. Immersion lost. I know. This scene right here? Like, what are we doing? I never want to forget this, so I'll keep this memory in an album in my heart. Bruh. Alright, can we get more into the evil stuff? Can we see some Lysander already? I almost forgot. The Pokeflute! Yeah, sorry my dreamy eyes got in the way, but it's the Pokeflute. Romance in this economy, impossible. Yeah. Inflation's been insane, okay? We can't do this. We can't... No romance! No romance. We're done. I love it on the DS. The catalog for that system is too goated. I agree. I agree. The DS is the greatest console of all time. I will die on that hill. I do daily carry a 3DS instead of a DS, but it's okay. The DS is still the best. That scene leads nowhere too, pretty sure. Oh, it does. It's a Pokemon game. They're like... That's why it's like, why even play into the romance... Oh, whatever. Why even play to the romance thing? You're not going to give us a satisfying conclusion with it. It's kind of like May in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It's like, they lean into it a little bit just to like tease you. And you're like, oh, whatever. Yes, please, Mr. Cool Hat. I'm waiting for Lysander to stand there, aura farming, and talk about beauty. Come on. For a loan, a rich guy like me and a common person like that just didn't go together. What are we doing? Oh, dude, low key. All right. Okay, we're almost done. The event flag has been triggered. We can now move on to the other place where we can press A and move on with the story. Always return what you borrow. But I think I'll try and forget about him. I agree. This guy's weird. I remember reading a book about the subject of the palace library. It had something to do with what you'd now call a trainer holding a mysterious stone high and making a Pokemon evolve even further. Also, it's not much, but I would like you to have this. Protect. Let's go. Come on. Unless it's Ruby and Sapphire manga, only then does the romance. Does that actually happen? I need to read the manga, because I know I could probably juice it for some videos. You know what I mean? It's actually a story. I read the Heart Gold Soul Silver manga, because like I just had it. It was at a school library, I think. Just had it. So, no, actually. How did I get those? No, it was a Barnes & Noble trip with my mom. We got the Heart Gold and Soul Silver ones, because they're just both there. It was a cool read. I didn't know anything. I didn't know why there was a weird Togepi with a man face, but it was an interesting story. It had like RCs and stuff. The Ruby and Sapphire manga is goated. Hey, well, I'll take your word for it. I gotta read it though, but I can believe it. Was there romance between Wally and Gardevoir? Ooh, I don't know. Might have been romance. I'm not gonna say. There was romance, okay, between me and my Gardevoir, but I don't know about his. Okay, very beautiful Pokemon, but. Beauty in the way Lysander says it's beautiful, okay? Nothing more than that. Alright. This story goes on for so long. It's not even a story. It's just like an event. Do not clip that. Do not clip that. There was nothing. There was no relations with me and that Gardevoir, okay? None. I promise you. It's time to read. It's time. Ooh, is this the mirror? Ooh. Y'all seen this? Y'all seen this? That's some 3D graphics. Alright, let's get some lore. And by lore, I mean like one-liners from NPCs that I'll forget. There we go. Watch him add a Vaporeon to his party. It could happen. Frankly, it could. Do not... I can't keep going down this route. Do not leave me alone. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. Do not leave me alone with Vaporeon, I swear. I heard a forbidden tome. Is that like a book? Secret to bring your Pokemon back to life. It's probably just a rumor, though. This is foreshadow. It's actually crazy. Do not clip that, guys. This is a top secret stream. Okay, do not clip that. We can't be doing that. No, that is cap. That is cap. You guys are making me blush. I'm thinking about Vaporeon. You're making me blush. Why the Pokemon? How long has that Eevee been in the daycare? How many eggs do you need from the daycare of Eevee? Are you serious? I've been going there every day, collecting the Eevee eggs. Dude, that reminded me. Lumio City? When you guys were hatching eggs in X and Y as a kid, whenever. The trick where you just like held down the... I'm not using a controller. I'm playing this on a legitimate copy of Pokemon X on the 3DS. Where you'd like get a rubber band and like hold the circle pad to the side and you just ride around in the circle on the bottom. I don't know. I thought it was pretty fun. But yeah. Do you get an Eevee? You have to get an Eevee in this game. Because Sylveon. Maybe we get a Vaporeon for the memes. For the memes. No other reason. Okay? Alright. Genuinely, I'm going around to get the text, but... Dude, was that... That was the Battle Resort, right? If I remember correctly. You would hold down the circle pad, and you'd go to each corner of the Battle Resort, and it'd automatically, like, turn the bike around, and you just go in a whole circle. That had to be on purpose. I can't see any other reason why they'd have that, but... Let's see. Ah, okay. Yeah, the infinite loops. That was how you do it. The infinite loops for hatching eggs in this game and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I remember when Sun and Moon came out, that's when I sort of fell off and stopped playing a lot of Pokemon games. You had to like get on a Tauros or something and just spin around really quickly. That's too involved. Well, according to the guidebook, where can I get souvenirs in this place? You know, something like a lava cookie. That's exactly what I was thinking. Where can I get a freaking lava cookie? This is what I'm talking about. You gotta go through all these dialogues. This is a wannabe Versailles. This wannabe Versailles is such an amazing location. I'm so glad we spent like 90% of ZA here. So glad. Is this in ZA? Oh, are you talking about... I don't know. Is this in ZA? I've only played the beginning, so I don't know. But we will see when I play it. It'll be cool. Yeah. Okay, thank goodness. Dude, I was like, there's no freaking way. Because we're in Lumiose. And again, I got beef with being in one city the whole time. But this could have been worse. I didn't think it could be worse. But then the fact this palace exists made me scared. I was worried for a sec. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm not supposed to be reading. This is too much reading. Jewels and metals. Whoa. This is that intense dialogue that we all were waiting for. We're almost done, guys. Don't worry. We're almost done. We gotta get out of here. I am itching. I'm itching to get out of this palace. Glorious past. Okay. Alright. 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 We're almost there. We're almost there, chat. Isn't just the beauty of the architecture itself. It's about how the paintings and sculptures work in harmony with the surroundings. Thanks. I'm a traveling minstrel. Ooh. Wandering the world. Please listen to my song and hear my words. From the Kalos region, now upheld as fair. From ancient days, an ugly past doth bear. The woes of war did knock on every door, till man nor Pokemon could take no more. 3,000 years ago, upon this shore. Would you like to give a tip? Sure. Sure, I'll give you a tip. I'll give you a tip for the only lore dump we got in this entire place. There's 2 in there. It's got some hints to AZ and what happened there. We'll head out for now. If I missed anything, I'm sure someone will let me know. But let's go. Look at that. Okay, we'll be honest, though. It's kind of funny. It's just, like, how flat this is. Like, I know it's Pokemon. I know they weren't working with much. But it's kind of just funny to look at this. Look at the scenery. Flatness. These guys are going to tell us more stuff that does not matter. Alright. Alright. We get to make our way back. Do we take a picture? Let's smile for the camera. Come on. Fill the photo guy. Get us a freaking picture. Let's go. There's us. No Pokemon? Oh, that was Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Alright. I thought this was going to be cool, but it's not. You're not him. You're not like him. Yes. There we go. You are not Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Sorry, pal. No. No. You don't get a tip, Phil. Get out of here. I don't ever want to see you ever again. Go down the dirt path. Let's see what Pokemon we got here. Right? We're going to get some Pokemon. The nonchalant pose. Yeah, just stand in front of the palace. Yeah, no big deal. Seen him before. Esper. Do we go for... Nah. We're not putting Esper on this team, okay? I know I'm like, I want to use Pokemon from the region. And then I see a Gen 6 Pokemon, I'm like, get out. Get the frick out. You're not on the team, pal. You're not on the team. Alright, Barry! Barry's back. I love seeing Barry. We're gonna thug out a pack. That did a lot of damage. It did a lot more damage than it should have. Hey, we see Leonardo's first. Fletchling's not a fire type. I forgot. Fletchling's not a fire type. It's okay. It's okay. Let's get the water gun off anyways. Yeah. Let's go, Leonardo. But yeah. I remember... This is why I remember this part so much. It's like the only part of the game I really remember is the castle stuff. Because it took forever. It was like an hour of gameplay. I know I was yapping through it, but like... My goodness. It's fine. It's Pokemon. Slow start. It's part of the game. These games are like Regigigas. Okay? Give it 5 turns. Then it's good. Give it 5 turns, okay? Potion spam. Keep it alive. Thug it out. And then it'll be worth it. Hopefully. Is poison super effective against bug? No, it's not. Hey, look, it's been a while, okay? Where he's getting those poisons? He is confused. We go through it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about there. Barry's not confused. He has his eye on the prize, okay? Just like in the movie. Just like in the B movie. He had his eye on the prize. Shoddy. Psybeam. Dude, I'm so used to the old Pokemon games where you got no good level uppers. This is absolutely insane to have. Getting Psybeam that early. Absolutely insane. Now, does it make this game easier? Probably. Does TMs being multi-use make the game easy? Definitely. I think that was... You know what? I think Smith Plays has a video on it. But 100%. TMs I like when they're one use. Because they are like a consumable like weapon. Like you said, from like Fire Emblem almost. It's like... It adds a lot more weight to the movesets you have on your teams. Like, you can't just, like, throw return on every single Pokemon, like I just did. You have to actually, like, think about what you're doing. Is Venoshock, is that even going to be good on Beedrill? It's not really a special attacker. We're going to pass that up. All right. Do we head back to the castle first, or do we go to the Slow Bro? Oh, or Slow Bro? Snorlax. Legendary baseball card made me really consider which Pokemon I would keep full game. I missed that too. No, 100%. You were thinking about your team from like the second you start catching Pokemon. Because it's permanent, you know? If you're using Shockwave on a Pokemon, you probably want it to carry it... Well, maybe that's a bad example. Because Shockwave, you get Thunderbolt and kind of replaces it. But it really makes you think about your full team. And in like Black and White and like this game... What kind of happens is, I know you get the opportunity to use more Pokemon, but you're not really thinking of a team that you're going to thug it out with the entire time. And like I said, you can just throw return on everything. And it's kind of... You get a base 102 power move for free. It's kind of wild. Are we ready to stop it? Let's go heal up first. I don't think we're ready to stop it. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the one-use TMs. Now, on my legit copy of Emerald, where I'm doing like the Battle Frontier and everything, do I not use any TMs throughout the entire game and then clone all of them at the Battle Frontier? Yes. But when I'm doing like playthroughs like Nuzlocke emulating, you know, I use the TMs. It's a fun way to play the game. Exactly. I love building that team. I'm taking all the way through the Elite Four. Exactly. I know, like, part of what Pokemon wants you to do is catch more Pokemon and use them between gyms. But there is something special about having a team of 6 that you slowly build up through the whole game. And then at the end, you see him at the Elite Four. You see him at the Hall of Fame, and you're like, those are my boys. Those are my boys. Okay, let's wake him up. I don't know if we're going to catch him. Because again, it's me, your favorite Pokemon player that has like no skill or patience, can't read, he's illiterate. What it is. Now this is kind of an OP Pokemon to have this early. Snorlax before the second gym. That is going to be interesting. If I can catch him, he's staying on the team. I don't want to poison him. Holy. Let's try and poison him. Amnesia, okay. Let's get another Twin Needle off. Oh! Maybe I should have... If I knew about that, I would have used Thief. If I knew about the Citrus Berry, dang. No poison? Okay. Oh, Pikachu, duh. Can Pikachu outspeed? It's just gonna use Rest eventually, right? It does have Rest? Dude, my team's just gonna look like a Fire Red team. Let's throw out a Pokeball. Let's just see what it does. Alright. Come on. 1. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but like... Let's get a Thunder Shock off. Ooh. Turn? Let's just whittle it down a little bit. Ooh! Alright! Alright! We can catch this. We can catch this. We're gonna get a water gun off, and then we're gonna catch it. Alright, alright. This is great. This is great. Don't we all love these super hard to catch Pokemon early on? Ooh, we're not catching this thing. We'll try, but I don't see us catching this. It's okay. I never really used a Snorlax in a playthrough, though. I don't know about you guys. I just never really... I felt like it was too free, which obviously this is not how it feels right now. I just feel like you're given this Pokemon and you can't just spam Body Slam, but it's like, it didn't feel like mine. You know what I mean? Dude, we are not catching this thing. Oh, brother. Oh! Oh! Oh, baby! Let's go! He's going on the team. After all that, he's going on the team. He's going on the team! Let's freaking go! Let's go! Look at that. We're going to use a Snorlax. We're going to use a Snorlax. Alright, what do we name this Snorlax? Nikocado. It has to be done. Nikocado Avocado. Welcome to the squad. Welcome to the squad. It had to be done. Let's add him to our graphic real quick. Snorlax. There we are. And that will be slot 5. There you are. There's our boy. We did it. Oh. Herfro. The only thing I can do with that Pokeflute is put it on display. But you've been playing it since you were little, and the tone is lovely. Not as much as it likes my beautiful Wonderfruit fireworks, of course. Yeah, I guess so. Still, this guy's flexing on this guy. He's like, you're poor. You've got no motion. But here, you get to keep the flute, okay? Fire Red team vindicated. This is a... Sorry, I pointed the wrong direction. This is a Fire Red team. Plus Fennekin. They were really going hard on the Gen 1 nostalgia. Oh my goodness. Mr. Cool Hat. Thank you for reminding me. We do have to upgrade to Braixen. Braixen. Whatever it is. We gotta update. Come on, Harry. You're looking good. Looking good. This team's coming along nicely. Still, your playing sounded better back in the day. This guy, dude. This guy's got the audacity. He's got the audacity of a rich dude. You know, he's got FU money. He's like, I'll say what I want. What are you going to do about it? I got the leverage here. Be sure to practice more. Okay, that's kind of funny. I kind of like this guy. Was that supposed to be an attempt to patch things up? Well, whatever. All's well that ends well. I wonder what lies past where Snorlax was sleeping. I think you mean Nikocado, Shauna. You know? Respect the name, please. Respect the name. Maybe first-gen nostalgia to balance out Black and White soft reboot with all their new mons. I think that's definitely what it was, frankly. Again, I said this last stream, but I loved the soft reboot. One of my favorite parts of Black and White. But, yeah. No one else liked it, it seemed. Everyone was like, why do I have to use new Pokemon? Why can't I just use Gyarados again? That's one thing Smith plays gets down. Gyarados is always on your team in every game. Unless you get a water starter, of course. But even like... Even in the Gen 3 games, even if you go Swampert, Gyarados is nice to have. Is this the berry place? Am I going to get trapped into an unskippable cut? No, we're not. We're chilling. We're chilling, dog. We're moving along nicely. You think you're there, but you got like 2 more caves and like 3 more cities to get through. Everyone loves this song, don't we? Okay. All right. All right. Let's go, new cutscene. Hey, it could always be worse, though. It could be the Sun and Moon cutscene, right? So, some other time. Please. We got things to do. Places to be. Dude, low-key, Tierno's little sister, though. She looking nicey, though. All I'm going to say, if that is his little sister, in the new Legends ZA game. Yeah, see, I want to skip these, but you know you're going to be skipping, and then it's going to be like, oh my gosh, I love to dance. Lysander's deep secrets. Oh, and I love to dance, and then he leaves. And you're like, wait, no. What did you just say? And you can't go back. So, that's what these games are always like. It's like, I'm working on my Pokédex. Did you know Lysander is actually... Oh, and, did you catch 5 Pokemon since we last met? Alright, bye. It's like, oh, brother. It's okay. It's a Pokemon game. We're gonna be battling. Okay? We're gonna be battling. There's another palace. That is kind of like France, though. They got castles everywhere, if I remember. Or maybe that's more England. But the French, they got castles everywhere. It's kind of like real life. You know what I mean? Look at Harry and Barry, brother. Come on. Come on. Harry Berry looking nice and sexy right now. All right, boys. Let's put down the Smeargle. Nice. Oh, you love to see it. That's that tag team. That's that tag team. Berry. Leveling up. Nice and good. So can you believe it? We're level 17 and 18. We're not even close to the second gym leader. Not even close. It's actually kind of ridiculous when you think about it. Because the progression is like... Gym 1 to Gym 2 is a century. And then every other gym is just a marathon. Boom, 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 boom. And it's like, I don't know if that's paced exactly how you want the game to be paced. You really want to hook people in, you know? And when you're spending the whole time having me go on these little fetch quests in palaces, bruh. I don't know if I want to keep going. Leonardo. Getting some bite action up in this. We gotta give you return. Dude, Snorlax with return this early? Yes, if I remember correctly, we get to see Flare very soon. That is right. We will get to... Leonardo. Let's go. You love to see it. Leonardo. We're going to have to update the graphic. Hold on. Gotta get it in time. Wartortle. Pokemon slot 4. Look at that. This team's coming along nice. This fire red team is coming along very nicely. All right. We're seeing some things happen. Oh! It's okay. It's a Pokemon game. It's called the Battle Chateau, and it's famous for being a place where trainers gather to improve their skills. If I learn more about Pokemon, I'm sure I'll be able to defeat Kalos' 8 gym leaders. Good luck with that, pal. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ducklet. Gen 5 Classic. I've used Swanna a couple times in those playthroughs. It's a solid Pokemon. And don't make it weird. Don't make it weird that I use Swanna, okay? It was purely platonic. I promise. It's a joke. It's a duck. It's literally a duck. There is nothing nice about a duck. But it does have that bra thing on, so. Alright. I'm not... I don't know why I'm catching it. That was just kind of instinct. I was playing black and white earlier. I was just catching Pokemon for the Pokédex. I don't want to add this to my team. We're not even going to give Ducklet a graphic. We're not even going to give Ducklet a name. You are going in the box forever, pal. You are going in the box. We are putting you in the box. Bye. You're not getting a graphic. Let's see what else we got here. It's fine. It's fine. They really want me to have a Ducklet. It's fine. Not going to happen. You're not going to get through to me. Sorry about my dog. You're okay, girl. Okay. I'm a full baby hater. I'm going to be honest. Last stream I made it sound all cute and funny. It's a boring Pokemon. Nicely designed. It's a fairy type, so it's a good type. Dude, this is like reverse Pavlov's dog. Every time the screen, like, fades to black, I'm just bracing for more meaningless dialogue from these fiends. They're not even friends anymore. At this point, they're fiends. They just get in the way. If you don't mind, I'd like to have a Pokemon battle with everyone. Now, how should we pair up? Let's get these two pathetic weaklings who can't battle, and you'll fight me and Big F. Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not gonna argue. I'll take it. All right, Barry. Let's show him what you got. My opinion of these guys has nosedived since episode 1. Has nosedived. These guys are not that great. If they were more interesting, they had something going on. Like, even Bianca and Sharon, they showed up a lot. But there was, like, a plot. Like, a subplot to them. And it wasn't just, well, I'm gonna dance good. It was like, she had daddy issues, okay? It was a whole thing. We're getting this Pikachu out of here. Come on, dog. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Change of plans. We're going after that Corphish. You did not just set up on me. Okay. Hey, as long as it's not my Pokemon, I'm not going to complain. As long as it's not my Pokemon, I'm fine. You can take out Serena's Pokemon all you want. I'm not going to complain about that. All right. Nice. Nice. Got that. That was scary. Okay. You do not like to see a swords dance, frankly. As always the most horrifying thing. You guys remember how good Sword Dance's animation was in the Gen 3 games? Like the blue, like, energy, like, sword. That was Gen 3 animation. Maybe I make a video on that. The Gen 3 move animations, there was so much weight behind them. They were, like, Overheat. Do you remember Overheat? It was just, it was nicey, dude. Those animations were good. Like, Flamethrower had the flame, was just a stream of fire going like, man. Man. See, that's why I kind of wish I was streaming the other games too. I could have like get my commentary on how nice it was. I feel Gen 4 is where a lot of the move animations lost sort of their oomph, you know? But maybe that's nostalgic talking. But, like, even Water Gun. Like, little bloop, 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 psh. That was fire, dude! And now it's just like a psh. That's just like a psh. It's like, okay. Okay. Whatever. But man, those Gen 3 animations, there was weight to them. It was awesome. It's sure interesting to see how different each trainer's style is. It's either just like, that's the whole thing. I made a video on the Hoenn rivals, but they're trying to do the whole like, oh, everyone has a different life path and all this other stuff in this game, and it just is not working for me. There's like almost no stakes, you know what I mean? In Hoenn, there was stakes, it felt like. You know, you knew May's family, you knew her background. You knew that her dad was a professor. She thought that was a dorky thing. She didn't want to be a professor. It was cool. But I know nothing of these guys. Like Tierno? Dude, you know what I've been forgetting to do? Every time I make... We're going to do it right now, actually. PK Hex. I make save states. Like, I make saves at different points in the game. So if I do need to get new XY saves. So if I do need to get, like, you know, like, specific parts of the game of footage, it sucks to have to replay the game over and over again. So every time I make a save, I save it somewhere and name it. This is Route 5. There we go. Because I promise you, you do not want to do this again. This is the worst. Did I miss Trev? Many things to be learned watching them battle. Okay, yeah. I was just talking about that. This game does not pull it off as well as Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Ruby Sapphire, the Hoenn games did. Southwest. Where do we head first? I'm trying to remember how I'm supposed to do this. Okay. Connecting cave. You have Silage City. But I swear you have to go to, like, Glittering Cave before you fight the gym leader. Is that correct? Or am I thinking of things backwards? I know there's also Pokemon over here, like a patch of grass. Ambret Town. I think it wants us to go down here first, because I'm sure there's going to be something blocking my way for that top route. But we'll check anyways. We'll check the top cave. But I think I remember that. Like, there is something in the way. Something in the way. Right. We're gonna whip out Nikocado one of these days. He's gonna come out guns blazing. I just realized we're probably gonna struggle with the second gym leader. We don't, maybe Wartortle can carry, but we kind of get mollywopped by rock types. At least my two goats do. This ain't gonna work. We're going to use Electra. The lower route is easier from what I remember. No trainers. I'm gonna go check out the lower route then, because this is already like, bruh, it's already like putting dampener on everything. All right, Electra. Let's take out this ducklet. So I don't know. Do you guys know about the leak that came out? Like, was it a year ago? The Terra leak? Or maybe there's two different leaks. But there was a leak that showed a lot of the internal stuff of these games, specifically like X and Y. It was all the games, but there's a lot of cool stuff about X and Y. There was this camera called the Masuda Cam. It was, I think that's what its name was internally. And it was like a dynamic camera. Like, you know how black and white, sometimes a camera like moves around and stuff? This game was supposed to have like a camera almost like Pokemon Battle Revolution, if you remember that game. And from what we saw, obviously it was an early build, so it wasn't finished. But I was like, dude, You know how much more interesting it would look right now if you had that camera? Because it was like the camera would move around, it'd get up close. Like when moves would be done, it'd get up close to like a Pikachu and then zoom out when the move happens. I was impressed. I thought that was really cool. And, you know, that's why, like, the more and more I learn from Pokemon leaks, the more I'm like, maybe we treated Junichi Masuda, too harshly. Like, because also in that leak, he was basically kicked out of the director role. Yeah, exactly what Barry has just said. Masuda was actually banned from mainline games since X and Y due to creative differences. And it's like, yeah, mid-development in this game, Junichi Masuda was kicked out of development. He was promoted, right? He was made some high executive role, C-suite role inside Game Freak. But he got taken out as director, which means he's a lot less involved in the games themselves. What does Ducklet think he's doing? Learning moves? Hence why the final product isn't as great. And that's what I genuinely believe. Because I used to think the games, obviously, I think we saw a decline in quality. Like, overall. I don't think that's controversial to say. At least that's what I've looked at. And it's not just the graphics. I'm talking about art direction. I'm talking about, like, the flow of the game, the writing of the game. And yeah, it's like what the internal team called Masuda's Reign of Terror lines up with the golden age of Pokemon. And it's like, okay, he was kind of cooking. Like, I know you guys might not like him, but he was cooking. Like, Black and White were amazing. Especially when it came to the story. My favorite story of all the Pokemon games. And it's like, Masuda, I guess, sort of saw how the games were developing. Or maybe the fan base was developing almost. And so he was discovering... Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course there's a hole in the middle of the cave. That's in the way. Barry says, I share a birthday with Junichi Masuda, so I always get special events in the game. I'll never... Hey, yo! That's kind of sick, actually. So your birthday in these games are especially special. That's nice. That is nice. Man, that's just what my speculation is on the development of these games. Again, I don't know everything, because I'm not a game dev. I'm not really a game dev, so I don't know. I don't know the internal workings of game development and how it all works out. But just from what I've seen, it's like, you know, things are different now, obviously. And that's also, like, the budgets were leaked, too. And it's like, dude, these guys are making bank on these new Pokemon games. Like, the budgets of these new games are like $12 million, which sounds like a lot in a vacuum. But, like, if I remember correctly, like, most AAA games are like hundreds of millions of dollars. That's their budgets. Like, Final Fantasy, hundreds of millions of dollars. And, of course, I'm not expecting Final Fantasy stuff from Pokemon. But it's like, when your budget's so tight and your development team's so small, but your ambition's like huge, and you're like, we want this to be open world, and we want it to have 3D graphics that are like trying to keep up with the rest of the world, or the rest of the gaming world right now. But Mr. Coolat says they're like movies at this point budget-wise. Yeah, totally. And I mean, especially with like Final Fantasy and stuff, they are movies basically. Like the how they look, the cutscenes, all that, they are movies. So, but yeah, these games are like $12 million, $10 million. And so it's like they only got to sell like a couple 100,000 copies to break even. But it's Pokemon. That's like, they're going to sell millions at the minimum. So, you know, maybe it'd be nice if they spent a little bit more. Like, they've given them longer development times now. Can we open up the budget a bit? Open up the pocketbook? Could we bring back Junichi Masuda as director? Maybe? Because I don't know if money fixes everything. I think you're definitely going to need a little bit of direction as well. But who knows? Again, I haven't played them all the way through. A lot of the newer games. I played Sword and Shield. I played Sun and Moon. I've watched videos on Scarlet and Violet. I'm playing through ZA right now. I've played a little bit of Legends Arceus, so I don't know the whole story on how they are. So this is kind of just going off from what I've heard and what I've seen in videos, but you know, that's how it is. we'll play through those games on here. You'll get my raw opinions. We didn't mean to surprise you, and how are you and Beedrill doing? Haven't you wondered how a single Pokédex could possibly cover a region as big as Kalos? Well, it can. That's why we're... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Split into, like, 3 Pokédexes. All right. Is that... That's the city down there. That's kind of cool. You can see it from here. I actually kind of like that. That's kind of cool. But we got to get down there. It's like teasing us. It's like, hey, let's see what Pokemon we could get here. Let's see. It's cool. Cool Pokemon. I'm not going to use it. It's cool. Still got a bit to... I think a bit might be an understatement for how much we got left of this. So I'm... actually, we got our team. Let me throw a return on a couple of these Pokemon. And we'll keep going. Because I do want to get... some Team Flare content in on this stream. Because that's what I'm doing this for. I want to get Team Flare content. This game is really testing my patience. It's okay. Yes. You're looking at the screen correctly. There is every single Pokemon on my team. Yes. All 5 of them. All 5 of my team members have returned. Because it's kind of like a waste to not, frankly. Let's get some Nikocado action in this. I don't know if it will be better than Tackle. I don't know how high his friendship starts out at, but we'll figure it out. Drifloon again. It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, you're not a Generation 1 Pokemon, so I can't have you on the team. I'm not quitting. You're running away, Nikocado. You need the cardio, pal. You are running away. Thank you. And we're switching him out. Probably also why I didn't use him as much, because he's slow. Hey, Otis, when are you going to drop a new Pokemon Villains review? That's what this game is for. That's what we're playing. X and Y. So that's why I'm Ooh, maybe we get an Absol, though. Some Rival John action up in this. We'll try and catch the Absol. But yeah, so Otis. I'm playing X and Y right now. Our next Villainous Teams video is going to be on Team Flare. And so I thought, might as well, since I'm going to be playing these games anyways, I thought I'd stream them. So not only can you watch the game with me, I can also give some of my thoughts of Team Flare beforehand. Before you guys see the finished product. But yep. I don't know when. Probably November. We'll say November. I used to crank these bad boys out, but now it's like I'm trying to be a little more deliberate with them. We'll see. This is where Nikocado is going to come in clutch. So I would expect November. I think we'll have it done. The game looks like it's going slow now, but it picks up. It's Pokemon X and Y. It picks up. I'm going to try and get this guy as low as possible. Thank you, Legendary Baseball card. Kino, can't wait for the vid. Me too. I love the Villainous Team series. I mean, it started my channel. Probably, they're my favorite videos to make. But then the problem is I get way too over-analytical about them. Like, how can I make this perfect? And it's like, you know what? At some point, you just got to say, no, this is what the product's going to be. The lucky Premier Ball. Come on. Great. Great. Mr. Cool Hat, they are a ton of fun. I agree. I just love them. I love them. Like, I don't know where I got the idea from, but I was just playing Fire Red, and Team Rocket. Now that is a team member. That is a freaking team member. All right. No. Who uses Rage? Sorry to Rage users out there, but I don't think I've ever used Rage in my life, frankly. But yeah, I was just like, I've always, little FLYBOY lore, I've always wanted to create content throughout my whole life. Like, when I was a kid, and I sort of told you a little bit about what I was doing when I was a kid, you know, sitting on the family desktop, watching YouTube videos, but I always loved YouTube. And even back when it looked like an ancient website, like it would look, the YouTube now looks completely different than what it used to look like. But I loved YouTube. I loved YouTubers. It felt like it was so fun. But I was just a stupid 6-year-old. I couldn't make videos, and then I kept growing up. I would acquire stuff to make content. I would acquire a webcam at one point, lights, a microphone, you know, a capture card, even. And I would always just acquire stuff. And I'd make little attempts here and there to make content. I would try to, like, stream Rocket League at some point, but, you know, unless you're, like, a professional player, who's gonna watch a freaking Rocket League streamer? Or unless you got a ton of money to drop on, like, loot crates to open, or loot boxes to open. That was a middle school, high school. I didn't have the money. But what I always, deep down, what I always want to make was Pokemon videos. Because I'd watch people like Shady Penguin and Jay Witz, and who else? Who else? I can't say that one, because that's controversial now, because he ended up being an interesting character. But the King Nappy, him and Shady, I'm going to be honest, I watched those two. Controversial, but hey, they were fun. And I always wanted to do that, but I just never had it in me, you know? I was always like, oh, I can't do that. What are we naming this beautiful Absol? What are we naming this beautiful Absol? I genuinely... you know I'm not a nickname guy, because I'm struggling. Like, you see other people who are nickname people, and they're just like, boom. They got an idea. We're gonna do... Absol is reliable. What's it? I'm just coming up with it. So it's Allison, like a Allison transmission on a Chevy. Huh? I don't know. Just roll with me here, alright? And she's in a box. We don't even get to use her. We're stuck with Ducklet. Isn't that a tragedy? That's a Greek tragedy right there. But yeah, I just always wanted to make YouTube content. And here we are. I made that Team Rocket video. And I was like, this could be good. This could be good. I thought of it. I wrote a script out. I recorded it. And I could like remember it was like Christmas break. So I didn't have any classes. I was thugging it out. Making the videos. And I was just like... I didn't think it was going to do anything. I genuinely thought the Team Rocket video would just sort of be like, you know... It's a video I put out there. If someone watches it, they watch it. Whatever. And it blew up. Like, it blew up. It wasn't, like, viral, like, millions of views. But it got, like, a couple thousand views in the first couple days, or first week. Like, the first 3 days, it was, like, 50 views. It was low. But then, like, one day, it just blew up to, like, 1,000 views. I was like, oh, dang. Maybe I could do this. So, but... I was also making these, I was making, like, live stream, like, other content before I made that video. They're just, like, journal, like, life journal entries. I just talked to the camera for, like, 30 minutes or whatever. And I made one on Pokemon. That one kind of grew, so I kind of knew there was, like, an appetite for Pokemon content. But, you know, I made it, and it blew up. And so that's where it's like, if you want to do something genuinely... And this sounds pretentious because I just have like 1.8k subs, so it's not like I'm a huge channel. But it really was just sticking to it, you know, every single day. And eventually something will happen. You never know when that's going to happen, but it will happen. It's like that parable. It's like that parable in the vineyard, you know, the laborers in the vineyard. You don't know when the Lord's going to come back. You don't know when he's going to show up again. So just work hard every single day. When the day comes, the Lord returns, or when you blow up, you'll be ready. You'll be able to seize the moment, and it'll be great. Barry says, from Gen 7 onwards, villainous teams become less villainous and more redeemable, and the real villains end up being like corporations, like the Aether Foundation. Will you split the videos into 2 or choose one? And that's actually something I've been thinking about a lot as I've come up to Gen 7. Because up to this point, like you said, they've all been traditional villainous teams, you know? It's been Team Rocket's the bad guy, and they're the bad guy of the team, and there's no, like, other bad guy or anything. But Gen 7, I'll talk about in a second what Mr. Cool Hat just said. He said, I will say Lucamine in OG Sun and Moon is amazing. I'll get to that in a second, because I agree. Spoiler alert, I agree. They are different villainous teams, and I've been thinking maybe I make one video on each generation. But, like, if I split them up, it's like, is there really that much of an appetite to watch, like, an Aether Foundation video? Maybe there is. Maybe there is. But then you've also got the Ultra games, and they're, like, completely different. Because, back on the Lucamine thing, I think Lucamine is a great villain, frankly. I haven't played the games in a bit, so again, I could be, like, misremembering things, but she was a great villain. There wasn't some of this weird thing where it's like, oh, it's not actually her fault, like what they did in Ultra games. She isn't actually bad. She doesn't actually hate her kids. She's just really busy. And it's like, they didn't try to do any of that wishy-washy crap. Lucamine was evil. And so, I want to do a video with Lucamine in it. And I want to do a video with Team Skull in it. So I think what I might do is, like, I'll do a traditional segment on the traditional evil teams, like the corporations, and rank them on my villainous teams tier list. But maybe I'll make a separate one for, like, Team Skull, Star, Yell, those. It's really just 3, so I don't know. But I'm definitely going to rank them on a different metric. You know what I mean? Like, Skull, Yell, Star. If I were to rank them on the metrics I have these villainous teams, they'd all rank 0s. Like, all of them. Like, I'm confident that they'll all rank 0s. So, yeah. Team Skull is still worth talking about, but once you get to Team Yell, it's good. Yeah, Frank, that's frankly what it is. So, like, Team Skull, there's a little bit of, like, they're an accomplice, and they're helping, and they are still, like, thugs, you know? They commit crime. They took over a whole city. Legendary Fall Off, I agree. Ultra Sun and Moon was, like, yeah. Regardless, the storyline, in my opinion, they botched it, but yeah. Yell and Rose is going to make me feel bad for you. And Volux, that's right, Legends Arceus, when I get there, that will actually be interesting. Again, I've only played a little bit, and of course I've spoiled it all for myself, because I do want to know the general story of stuff. Volo will be interesting. But yeah, for now, I'm just really trying to deliberate how I'm going to rank these guys. Like, do I keep them on the same tier list? I don't know. I'll obviously use different metrics, but I don't know if I keep them on the same tier list. Just go to the aquarium to get the Silage City, but first we should go to the Fossil Lab and have them tell us about fossils. We might even learn something about... I didn't get to finish reading that, but Mega Evolution. Alright, those videos were awesome, to be honest. I agree. Villainous Teams videos. And there's still more to come. They just might look a little different after this Team Flare one. If you have a Pokemon called Genesect with you, please let me know, alright? Oh, I'll let you know when I get Genesect. Alright. Okay. Wait for me. We're getting close. Team Flare's in this cave, right? Glimmering Cave, whatever it is, Shimmering Cave. We're getting close to some Team Flare content. Welcome, future archaeologists. You were drawn here by the mystique of fossils, no doubt. My name is Serena, and this is the goat, Flyboy. Just the goat. Yes, I do, so don't tell me about him. Alright. You should really go see the dig site. Oh, I see. Well, if you don't know anything about Mega... Dude, Serena is locked in. She's like, what do you know about Mega Evolution? He's like, I don't know, but fossils are pretty... She's like, alright, whatever. Whatever. Talk to me when you find a Mega, okay? The assistant Glimmering Cave... know about that. Saved. What should I do then? Well, since I'm already here, maybe I should go talk to that assistant. Are you going to Glimmering Cave, Big F? Yes, I am. And she's going to say the same thing, but just in case she dumps lore on us. Okay. Whatever. We go from a mafia to a world-destroying team to a team of school bullies who aren't actually bullies. They're just misunderstood, man. That's what I mean. Yes, this cave. Okay, we're about to see Team Flare. But that's what I mean. Like, if I were to rank them on my villainous teams, my 4 metrics, okay? They are flunking. All of them are flunking. And it's like, how interesting is 4 videos in a row? 3 or 4. 7, 8, 9. 3 videos in a row of fail, fail, fail. How interesting is that going to be? I don't know. Maybe people like the negativity. I know people like negativity, but I've just been with 5 videos in a row, with the exceptions of like Team Rocket and Johto. It's just been an utter glaze fest. So, oh, yeah, riding Rhyhorn. Rocky Helmet. I'm actually gonna put that on one of my Pokemon. Team Yell might get arrested for disturbing the peace at best. True. Dude, you just reminded me. Sorry. That scene with their leader, I forget his name. It was one of the gym leaders though. Like Team Yell, like he's like their singer guy. I'm gonna heal up first. He's the singer guy, but he's singing a song to Team Yell. And yeah, Pierce, there we go. Pierce, thank you. And he's singing a song, but he's not, because, you know, Pokemon still can't afford voice acting. And you know what? I get it. There's no voice acting. But, like, the least you could do is, like, make it dead silent. Because they didn't. Like, every time he tapped his toe, it would make a noise. So it's just, like... It was just hilarious. Actually, it reminded me of something. I saw this on Twitter, so I'm not going to take credit for it. But there is a, we're going to pause this real quick. What was it? It's a scene from Jimmy Neutron. With the jukebox, his dad. And this is what the scene reminded me of. Here we go. Cue Neutron, but the jukebox doesn't work, is the video. And this is the freaking... When I saw Piers dance, this is all it reminded me of. Because there's supposed to be sound. The scene looks like it has to... looks like there should be music. And there's nothing. And so, here's what we'll do. This video right here. I'm going to turn it up.
Does this thing work?
No.
Beautiful. Give it up, baby.
This is how it felt watching Piers sing with no music. So yeah. That's a throwback. Brother Man quotes.
May I?
That's a throwback. Anyways, that's what it felt like. I was watching this guy dance on stage and all you can hear are little foot taps. And like a bunch of booing. Like Team Yell was booing. I know it's supposed to be cheering, but it was booing. And I was just like... What are we doing? So, Game Freak, get your money up. Get us some voice acting. Get us a song at least. No, but, I should, when I stream Sword, we're going to have to sit through that. And I'm going to be as quiet, silent as possible. So you have to just sit in it. You have to sit in the Piers in dead silent. You just have to, yep. Tapping his toes. Yep. It was something else. I'll tell you what. It's way better when you have someone there to laugh with you. But when you're on your own, it's maybe the most awkward scene I've ever seen. So that's my opinion on voice acting, though. In that rant, in that schizophrenic rant of Sword and Shield, I think Pokemon should have voice acting. I think the text works great in the DS games, even the 3DS games, because it's not like the characters are that expressive. So you can sort of imagine what they're saying. But man, when you get these very expressive 3D animated characters in Sword and Shield, and even in the newer games, like so I'm playing ZA, and you kind of feel there's something missing. It's like you can't fill in the blanks of there being no voices because they're showing you their lips flat. Like, they're like, I don't know. You'll see. When I play Legends ZA, you will see. It will feel like something's missing. And I know that voice acting's expensive, but you got the money, okay? So, help a brother out. Shuffled left and right, and I get it down. This is the most Pokemon thing that's ever happened. Okay. Alright. Alright, can we just get to Team Flare? I'm gonna crash out over this Rhyhorn thing. Left or right? There's an item. I'm skipping the item. Or you can get a group of friends and double with a scene for laugh. Dude. That's how it's done. I don't know who the group is. But you guys know what I'm talking about. They do like the fan dub of like Sonic Adventure. That is the funniest crap ever. I love that crap. I'm a sucker for that. I know that's like old memes. Like when Eggman's like announcing like the egg machine. It's this long. All right, can we get the Team Flare? Pokemon Abridged. It needs it, dog. Because holy crap. Again, we're Pokemon fans. We've been illiterate for so long. We've been illiterate for so long. The biggest complaint of Pokemon fans all over the world was, hey guys, we can't read. We can't read. And what do? They insist on never adding voice acting. Insist. A Firestone. Dang it. 5 repels, I think. We're gonna get repels. So what we're gonna do here is save, so I can you know, make sure I can save this spot for later. When I replay this game, I'm like, I need to be at Glittering Cave. And then we're gonna mysteriously stop the game. Nope, you didn't see that. There is no menu there of a emulator of sorts. We're playing on a 3DS. And what we're gonna do is we're going to open our save and give myself some super repels. Very legitly. Because I'm done. Let me let you... Hey, come here. Come here. Come here, okay? I was going to zoom myself out, but that was embarrassing. At this point, the bit's over. Okay? Come here. I'm not doing it. I'm not going through every wild encounter, okay? I just can't. I've played too much Pokemon in my life to keep suffering. All right? Anyways. We're almost back. You heard no Windows noises because there is no Windows, okay? We're back. Welcome back. We'll get a Firestone. Will I need a Firestone? You never know. It's always good to have one, though. And all of a sudden, in our inventory, we have... Don't worry, they just got them. Yes, thank you, Mr. Cool Hat. All you saw was a 3DS home menu, right? That was just the theme I picked. I picked that theme. I thought it was cute. You know, the theme they sell on the eShop. I thought it was cute. The eShop that's no longer open. But I'm sure the Firestone's on this one because it's long and tedious. What do you guys think? I'm always like, let's just get to Team Flare. Oh, this... Did they... Okay. I was about to say, did they take up this entire area just for a Sky Battle gimmick? Are we serious? Brother, I can tell you right now, we are not doing a single Sky Battle in this entire playthrough. I can promise you. Unless it's, like, critical to the story. But I don't think they are. See, this is the problem with Pokemon, okay? Yay, Sky Battles? That's gotta be sarcastic. I don't know. Oh, and Sky Battles alone may be inoffensive enough. Whatever, right? You can only use flying Pokemon. But the fact that they made every single flying Pokemon have their animation, them hovering, like every... Why haven't I used a super ability? Oh, it's because Electro's such a low level. We all love Sky Battles. Yeah, you're not gonna gaslight me, okay? I know you were not lining up for Sky Battles in 2013. Middle of the route? Alright. Let's get it. This better be a Firestone. But the problem with Sky Battles, every single flying type is hovering. They all suck. They all look horrible. Like, Charizard's way cooler when he just gets to stand there menacing me. Now you got him in the sky? Neutered. Neutered the aura. His aura's gone. Darius says there is a Firestone. Is it this one then? Oh, go past those? Did I miss something? I dismounted. This might be infuriating to anyone who knows where the Firestone is. Go past those stairs. We got a certified... Okay, we got a certified Charizard hater in the chat. Look, all I'm going to say, you have to respect the aura. There's a little side on the cliff you were on. Just go past it. Yo! I did not see that. I did not see that. But there it is. There it is. There we are. Barius. The Carius. Carius, Barius. He's carrying the playthrough so far. I don't know when we're going to use this Firestone, but it's good to have. I feel like Dora Explorer. Can you point where the Firestone is? Hey, we got there. That's all that matters. This Rhyhorn moves like molasses. I know you all know that. I call cap. I guarantee you could just run through this. Use repel and it still isn't enough. This game just begging me to look at this 15 frames per second battle scene. Alright, Barius. Have a good Thanksgiving. I mean, if you want. Have a good Halloween. Enjoy your night. See you next time. And stay safe out there. While I struggle. Now that Barius is gone, we're never going to get the stones. We're going to be stuck with a Firestone and nothing else. Cubone! Not using a... Oh, that's a cute Pokemon. But we're close. Hard Stone. Dude, there's going to be like a Mega Stone in here that we're going to miss because Barius is gone. It's going to be horrible. Come on. Look. I'm calling cap on the hiker. I'm sprinting my way through this. You guys know that. I'm not running there. I saw a Pokemon. Yeah, what's one more? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ooh, Onix. Onix? Do we add Onix to the team? What's one more Generation 1 Pokemon? Yeah, this game was leaning hard into Gen 1. I'm not gonna lie. Come on. Here we are. Here we are. This is it, right? What's this? Well, well, what do we have here? A nosy little trainer has come poking around. Listen up, we're the fashionable team, whose very name makes people tremble in fear. Team Flare. Team Flare's goal is to make it so we're the only ones who are... Where did this come from? Whatever. We don't care one bit about what happens to other trainers or Pokemon. Get out of here, kid. Don't you know not to play with fire? Yeah, that was bars, though. You know what? No. Getting my fancy suit dirty isn't the stylish way to do things. But if you insist, I'll obliterate you. Get him, Houndour. I just realized my volume's been up this whole time. I hope I've been loud enough to get through that. But that song is... This song is bars, dude. This song's so freaking good. I know it's fire, girl. It's okay. Come here, bro. All right. Psychic type is not good to have up. Yeah, I'm sorry if the audio's been destroying your ears. You're okay, girl. My dog is being... I'll be right back. Don't worry. Again, we're not doing any Hassan Piker Sheev, okay? None of that. I'll be right back. You're okay, girl. Come on. We're back. You got to enjoy some of this great song. Now let's finish this up. Team Flare, we finally got some... This footage is going to be in the video. Can you believe that? We're going to see a little grunt trying to act tough in the video, and it's going to be great. This is what we came here for. Level 18. Hold on, my hair. I could join Team Flare. What do you guys think? All right. Electra. Thundershock. Thundershock this hoe. You have. You guys thugged it out. Maybe the longest intro in a Pokemon game. Except for Sun and Moon, of course. You thugged it out. You made it. You've witnessed history. We're here. Finally. Although you're not getting a ton of info. You are seeing that the grunts maybe are misaligned with Lysander. And I think that's actually going to be a big point of this team. You may have beaten me, but when I lose, I go out in style. So very vain. I know there's that feed again too. You gotta be rich. No pores allowed. What's this? You're a pretty tough Pokemon trainer for a kid. But watch yourself. I'm not the only member of Team Flare. Team Flare is awesome and for winners. It's stylish and awesome. We got a man of few words, but they're awesome. Do we gotta, like, push this, or is that Sword and Shield? That might be Sword and Shield. That might be... We got another one! We're gonna take everyone else down so we can do what we want. Slay Queen, okay? You got this. Dang! We got a baddie. Baddie! Look at that. Anyways, sent out. Mr. Cool Hat says, I think Team Flare is awesome. You know what? I think they're awesome and cool because they're awesome. They're awesome and cool because they're awesome, alright? Don't pull out Yawn on me, dog. That was rude. Yawn? What are we doing? You can't be making me switch out my Pokemon. You're supposed to be a grunt, okay? I'm supposed to press A. We're doing Yawn strats now? Is that what we're doing? We're doing Yawn strats now. The Team Flare grunt is doing Yawn strats. The grunt told me that they were awesome and cool and awesome and 100% awesome. And you know what? Why couldn't they be awesome? I think they're awesome. We all think they're awesome because they're awesome. It insists on itself. It's awesome. Man. And that's the thing too, is like grunts, the dialogue, you really, in any Pokemon game, I don't care what it is, it could be black and white. But you really need to read between the lines, because the content itself is usually that. What you just saw right there. What is this? Looking for an opening, the user strikes consistently, the target stat changes don't affect this. 70? That's not a bad move to have for now. But Return is going to do more anyways. That's the problem with Return. It is kind of like Meta Knight and Brawl. Oh, brother. This is the IQ gate. Can I read? Can I count? Can I look at a double negative and make sense of it? Electrike. Harry. Harry's got this. But yeah, with grunts in these games, and that's kind of what the whole... It's not a struggle per se, but when making these videos, these Villainous Teams videos, a lot of it has been like, you have to read everything. You have to read everything. You have to go through every single grunt, like almost systematically, every single grunt. Because there's always going to be that one grunt that drops that tiny line, that little bit of detail, where you're like, okay, that actually matters. That's important to the story. That's important to the makeup or the motivation of this team, or this goes to show how villainous even the grunts are, you know? So, we can rock with Electro Ball. Is that going to be better than Thundershock? The faster the users than the target. Pikachu's not terribly fast. But we'll do it anyways. Remember when they replaced Volt Tackle with Electro Ball in the anime? I was peeved. Volt Tackle is Aura. And they just said, no, you're going to get this lame ball move. Hey, you weren't supposed to beat me. Well, we did, pal. Okay. Sit down. You should keep your nose out of adults' business, kid. Do I have Rock Smash yet? Or was that Legends EA where I got Rock Smash? That was Legends EA. Okay. Ooh! Double battle? Alright. We're Team Flare. We put the fashion into fear. We were looking for fossils, but discovered a kid. FLYBOY. Oh, that wasn't them. That was Serena. FLYBOy! There are 2 members of Team Flare. Well then, are you ready to team up and battle them? I was born ready. I just fought with another one of those Team Flare guys. You want to make people in Team Flare happy? Why don't you just do that? But if you're going to go around threatening other people, we won't let you get away with it. Spit it. Okay, that was good, Serena. Let's look at this. I do like so far their team compositions. I know we've only seen 4 grunts. But the variety of Pokemon we've gotten so far, I kind of like it. Like, it's been good. We're taking out Krogan because that's a one-hit KO. 100%. I've liked the variety so far. Team Plasma was horrible with that regard until Black and White 2. But, maybe I should swap out. We're fine. We'll thug it out. But that's the problem with a lot of villainous teams is, and I say a lot, but mainly Johto's Team Rocket, is there's not a lot of team variety with the grunts. So what happens is you just get a lot of the same, which is pressing A. As if you didn't have enough of that in Pokemon already. You get a lot more of it in Johto, just because it's just like Rattata, Zubat, and Coughing. And a Psychic type can just mollywop all 3 of those Pokemon. So far I've liked this. I mean, I've also just used 1 Pokemon so far. Except for the yawn strat. They did get me with the yawning. Let's see here. Go Team Flare. Oh, I lost? I guess I'll stop cheering now. You've made me so sad. I think I'm going to cry. Yeah, early game, you don't get a ton, but don't get a ton of, like, lore drop. But let's see what they say after. Oh, man, my favorite fashionable Team Flare suit is filthy. If we can restore fossils, we can make some good money. So, here is where you can see the motivation of these grunts, almost. Did Lysander put him up to this? I don't think so. Maybe we will figure it out. But, you know, I don't know if we put him up to it, because Lysander's like a rich dude. So we can make some good money. You know, who knows? I'll have to, when I finish the game, I'll look over that. But, you know, a lot of these early grunt encounters in any Pokemon game, there's not going to be a ton of deep reasons why they're doing it. So I'm not too upset about it. Simo says, when I play this game, I always have multiple teams to avoid getting overleveled. You know what? That might be the play. Because we are kind of getting there. But right now, just sort of playing for the story, get through it. If I was doing a Nuzlocke, I'd really have to watch that, because I don't like going over level caps during Nuzlocks. But for now, we're just going to stick with this team. Did you find him? Why, hello. Here to look for fossils as well? No. Are you okay? Did Team Flare come here? Team Flare? What's that, a Pokemon? Don't worry about it. That was cute. Whatever. Jaw fossil or the sail? I'm going to be honest. Whatever the ice one is Auroras? Whatever it is. I'm not getting it. But I'm probably not going to use Tyrant either. Is it Tyrant? Tyrantrum? Nah. I literally, like, say I want to use the region's Pokemon. But I'm just not. We're getting that Noibat, though. Don't worry. We're getting that Noibat, though. But anyways. There's our first Team Flare content. Isn't that great? In that case, now we can go to the second gym. That is that's exciting. Second gym. Took us long enough, right? I don't know if we needed like 4 hours of gameplay before the second gym, but whatever. It's almost over. Do I have an escape rope? We do. We have an escape rope. When I was a kid, I was stubborn. I was like, I'm not using an escape rope. But now, like, I don't got time to go back through that cave. Especially when you have some encounters you can't avoid. And now it's time to take this tank all the way back. We'll get there. But that was interesting. Obviously, that might be some sort of ad hoc solo mission by those grunts. Or maybe Lysander has been getting his money from like dubious means like fossil hunting and other things. Sort of like how Giovanni was having those grunts go to Mount Moon to do the same exact thing. Is this another Gen 1 nostalgia bait? It's supposed to be like, remember when Team Rocket was getting fossils from Mount Moon? Okay. That might be another one. That's kind of funny. But, it will be interesting to see if that's ever mentioned again throughout the story of the game. But, you know, nothing so bad so far. They just seem like very vain, selfish people, which is bad. So, but again, it's only the first grunt encounter. There is only so much you can read into it because it's really not that important in the grand scheme of things. But finally got there, and I'm sure we're gonna have some trainer battles here, not on purpose, but I think now that I won't be running from battles, we can put Nikocado out front. All right. That's the dowsing machine for you. With this, I can find items I can't see with no trouble at all. Here, I have one for you. Use it to find some treasure. I'm not going to use it. Unless I really need an item. And Bulbapedia tells me that it's with the dowsing machine. I ain't going to use it. Sorry. But thanks, though. Alright. Dang! Shoddy. Dang! Genevieve. Wow. That's nice. Let's go, though. No mercy, though. No mercy. All right. We're gonna have... Is that doing more than a tackle would? I don't know if its friendship's high enough to actually make return worth it. But it's okay. It's okay. It's Snorlax. Snorlax is freaking... He's gonna crush this. I am realizing, though... It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm just kind of worried about that second gym battle. I know it is only 2 Pokemon. I've got like a full team of 6. So it'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Don't confuse me. You confuse me, it's over. Okay, here we go. Does he know? Now you're making me worried. I'm looking up Grant's team right now. Okay. Thunderwave. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm sure. Don't tell anyone what happened the first... Don't tell anyone who's just tuning in. I took down the first gym leader with no struggle whatsoever. So I'm going to take down this gym leader with no struggle. It'll be fine. Don't worry. My overconfidence won't get the best of me ever again. I mean, not ever again. It never did. It never did. We'll be fine. Do I do anything special here? Get a bike, right? They give me a bike. I never know with these games. Sometimes it's like super complicated for no reason. And other times they just give you one. Do bicycles come in more than one color? Duh. Let's go. Yellow or green? I ain't riding around a yellow bike. I ain't riding around a yellow bike. You want to see me with that man in the yellow hat freaking bike. Okay, it's not happening. But we're going to register it. That's for sure. No, not you, pal. Maybe. Because I know you could get like multiple ones. Yeah, look at that. Now, how do I get up to the gym? I ride this. Oh, there he is. Oh dear, if you're here for the bicycle race, I'm afraid you're too late. The race is over, and I took first place, just to let you know. Very humble guy, obviously. Your first interaction with him is telling you how good he is. That's like, okay. My accounting professor is a bicyclist, and because he shares that fact, everyone else in the class who like has ridden a bike once wants to like join in or something. No offense to them. None of them are going to be watching, so I don't care. And it's just like, something about bicyclists, man. They want you to know that they ride their bikes. All the time. I understand it's expensive, but like, you don't got, I don't care. I don't care. I rode a bike when I was like 12, okay? The most biking experience I have is in Pokemon. It's in Pokemon. And even then, I don't bike for the love of the game. I bike because I want to hatch some eggs, some Eevee eggs, okay? So it's like, I don't know. I've always found bikers to be, and of course, they're slow on the road when I'm driving. Whatever. If you ride a bike, you don't gotta tell me. It's okay. If you ride a bike, you don't gotta tell me. It's fine. But yeah, that's just my experience with bicyclists. They will tell you this. Like, yeah, I raced in the loop of the road of the mountain, and I got first. It's like, all right, cool. Okay. All right. Okay, we got strength. Oh, here's strength. And if you want to use it, you gotta be me. This guy's great. It's obviously competitive. Oh, and we're about to get another. Hey. Don't tell anyone about what I'm doing with those Eevees, okay? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You heard nothing, okay? Like, another streamer somewhere is going, you know, every experience I've had with an Eevee breeder, that's always the first thing they tell you. They always tell you about how much money they spend every month on water stones. They always tell you about how many eggs they've hatched this week. Someone over there doing that. I don't need to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. Rock types are great. Okay. Flavor text, as usual. There's a lot of rock types. We're going to get Wartortle out. What do you guys think? We're going to get Leonardo out. It's going to be fun. Should I heal up? Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. See, Leonardo's going to carry us through the whole gym. I promise you. He's going to carry us through the whole gym. We're going to run into no hiccups. None. I will pop it. I will put a cherry berry on it, okay? Can you get a cherry berry? Oh, do I got to do that berry planting thing? Do I got to engage with the features and gameplay of Pokemon? Dang it. Wait, I'm not just pressing A over and over again? What? Alright, these guys are doing too much damage. They're doing way too much damage. Let's go Berry. A Relicanth. That's interesting. That is an interesting This game has a huge Pokédex, if I remember correctly. This game has a huge Pokédex, because we're just seeing new Pokemon all the time. Ooh, this Electro Ball's gonna... Are you kidding me, Simo? Is this the only hard battle in the game? Well, this trainer might be. Lucky Poison? And I didn't go to the Pokemon Center, so if I black out here... if I black out here... I'm cooked. We're gonna have to do that whole trek again. Alright. The confusion. It's okay. We got this. Yeah, exactly us. We will need a miracle here. I might be sending Nikocado out too early here, but it has to be done. He resists return, but it's stab. Lick could get me the pair. He's not slow, though. Let's see what a return does. We can't switch out here. Paralyze? That was a... Water gun. We're just going to thug it out. We can't switch here, or else he's just going to knock out whatever comes out. Dude. He's going to use Yawn. Is it going to do its Yawn thing again? Do we use Ducklet as sort of like fodder? I think so. Yeah. Use Water Gun or something. Yawn, that works. Ooh. Actually, this could be our best chance. So a nice Water Pulse with a Confusion. What are we thinking? No. Alright. We're just going to thug it out. You're not using Rock Tomb? Dude, this game has to be, like, coded. Like, they code it, specifically. Did Ducklet earn a spot on the team? Did Ducklet just earn a spot on the team? Maybe not yet, because we're in a rock gym. But maybe. Maybe Ducklet just earned its spot on the team because it saved us from disaster. I need to take this game more seriously than I thought. Maybe it's the late game that makes everyone think this game's dead easy. Because so far, the early game's been anything but that, frankly. Maybe I'm just bad. That's a very valid possibility. Like, that could be totally just what it is. But, yeah, that was a lot more tough than I thought it would be. I don't know how I'm struggling with regular trainers. But that's okay. We're going to face Grant today, okay? It'll be great. We'll win. We'll win. We won't get thunder waved by his little dinosaur and lose. Because we're going to start with Pikachu. Pikachu's going to take out that little dinosaur and Lucario, I wish. And, Allison here will help us out. Man, my team is not built for this battle, I don't think. I think we will struggle. And just in case we do, we're going to get some potions. And some paralyze heals. And maybe some more potions, just because I don't want to come back here. But now if we do black out, we do not have to do that long journey ever again. Because that was brutal. And if I had to do that twice in a single day, I will crash out. Genuinely. But let's go. Let's keep moving forward. Let's hope we don't run into another Relicanth. It's going to ruin our day. My goodness. That was way too nerve-wracking for a regular trainer. But yeah, maybe it's because I haven't played this game in so long, but I do not remember this being as difficult. But it seems like you guys know that this is a difficult part. Am I going the right way? Maybe I am. Nope, that's not the right way, and we're not going to do that. We're not going to take any more risks. Oh, dang. Almost there. And he's a rock climber. Rock climbers also like to tell you about their hobby. Oh, no, we're okay. We'll make it. This will not be as big. We're prepared now. I have War Turtle up front, right? Leonardo? Yeah, we got Leonardo. Leonardo, he's going to carry us, okay? Low-key water gun might be a problem. Yeah, Grant's team is pretty cracked for an early game, kind of like pseudo Whitney. All right. Don't know how excited I am for that. Although, maybe we do some fire spin gimmicks on the Aurora, whatever the frick. I don't know. I'm just sort of spitballing now. So now I'm tweaking. I'm like, this battle's gonna be tough. Let's see. Water gun. Yeah, maybe the Ducklet's the move though, because like Leonardo isn't weak to rock, but water gun's kind of weak. Is water pulse the same base power though? I'm not sure. I feel like water pulse is higher, and you also get a chance of confusion. It's just a better move. Why did I not get Bubble? Bubble's just a better... whatever. I'm selling. I'm hard selling. But we will level up our Pokemon to the level cap. I will do that. So that'll give us a little bit of a boost. Seems, I think. Depends on what level he is. 25. Okay. Get level 25. And hopefully I won't struggle as bad. Like I totally didn't do on the first gym battle. Alright. Is it going to automatically lock me into a conversation? No. Alright. So we're going to save. We're going to save, just in case. And I'm going to save that save file as Gym 2. Gym 2. Alright. Now let's legitimately train up our Pokemon to level 25. 23. You guys saw nothing, okay? Anyone watching this, you saw nothing. I don't know how useful Protect is. I don't know how many double battles we're going to be doing in X and Y. Well, I know there's a tough one somewhere. It's like a Brain and Brawn duo. I know there's that one. I've heard of that one. Yes. We need double team. Do we, though? Is Quick Attack more important than double team? No. We will need the cheese eventually. We will need the cheese. Maybe in this battle specifically. I don't... You never know. You never know. Maybe we double team spam. Yes, this is just a better Thunder Wave. Don't you love the grind? This would be a lot more fun if I was running back and forth in grass, wouldn't it be? And Nuzlocke, though. I'm a believer in that. Because you could die while grinding and it's the funniest thing ever. I mean, it's sad and it sucks and it's annoying, but that's what Nuzlocks are. They're sad, they suck, and they're annoying. But that's the fun in them. Yawn? This is clutch. We could actually use that. I don't know quite for what in this battle, because you guys are psyching me out. I'm like, this is going to be tough. But we got Pokemon. We're going to be at the level cap. We got 6 of them. Body Slam. We'll rock Body Slam for now. I don't think Return's giving us exactly... Oh, that's just a better lick, though, technically. We can just teach him Return again. It doesn't really matter. All right, Barry. You guys ready to face Grant? Could probably give you Pursuit. I'm sure there's a move we're not using. I'm like a kid. I'm like, that move doesn't do damage, so I'm not going to have it on my Pokemon. Dude, I got to tell you guys a story. When I was a kid, I was playing through Ruby one time, and I had a Combuskin, right? And for some reason... We might do something with this, actually. Pursuit. Get Pursuit out of here. I kind of want to do something with this. Anyways, I was using a Combuskin, and that point after Norman and before Winona, just that big section we're going through, like Route 119, I did not heal at a Pokemon Center once. And so my Combuskin, its double kick ran out. I had no PP left for double kick. And when I was a kid, I didn't quite piece it together that, like, PP restores at a Pokemon Center. So I was like, double team's gone forever. Or double kick. So I got rid of double kick for a stupid move. And I realized after, like, I talked to my siblings. Hold on. Now, this could be cheeky. I talked to my siblings after. And I was just like, I had to get rid of double kick. And they're like, no, you could have just gone to a Pokemon Center. And that was the first time Kid Me knew that I was built to be a Pokemon player. Because I didn't read a single line of text. Because I'm sure they tell you. Like, I could probably guarantee you that they told you that PP restores at a Pokemon Center. But I didn't read it. So, I was stuck with a Blaziken with no fighting type moves until what? Sky Uppercut, because I already used Brick Break on someone else, I'm sure. The TM, so. Alright. That was fun. Ooh, 2 Cheezers. Here's what I'm thinking. This Aurorus, right? Has Thunder Wave. And I think it wants to start with Thunder Wave. Especially if I have Absol out first, because it's faster. At least in the older games, if your Pokemon's faster than their Pokemon, the AI will always want to do something to slow it down. So if it has like Rock Tomb or something, it'll use Rock Tomb. Maybe that's why the Ducklet was able to survive the Relicanth. So I'm thinking what I can do is I can taunt the Aurorus with Absol, and then just set up double teams. And then bite it to death. So then I got the flinch miss combo going. That's super cheese. But we could start with that. I think that's something we could do just to start out. It's got Aurora Beam, Takedown. We'll see. I don't think any of these people have something that would... Do I have any items that could help here? Oranberry? Here, we'll give it an Oranberry. But I saved. Let me save again. So I don't have to do that ever again. Let's see what we can do. Okay? Am I overconfident? Maybe. Is that cheese going to be stupid and not work? Probably. For a worthy challenger to appear. It's quite an achievement to have climbed all the way up here. Very impressive, actually. I have a feeling that our battle will turn out to be worth the wait. I hope you'll show me your skill as a trainer surpasses even mine. Ooh, did you hear that? They got a little... They had a little cracking sound effect. I don't know if I like that. That's fine. Alright, guys. You ready? Amora. That's its name. Amara. I knew it was something. I keep saying like Aurora Mora or something. No, Amora. Will my cheese strat work? We'll see. Thunderwave, please. I read you like a book, pal. Ooh! Ooh! Do I get greedy? Go for 2? Ooh! And... Wait. Talk to the hand, pal. No! My speed! This should be enough. I can't just give up on 3. Oh no. I got greedy. Okay, it might see the kill here. So I'm actually just going to go for bite. It outspeeds me. Okay, the battle just started, guys. I don't know how it opened up with, I don't know how Absol, did that. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to set up for the next Pokemon. So, take me with Rock Tomb. I don't really care. Or Thunder Wave. We're going to try to get a double Toxic Spikes out. And you're going to sell. Okay. Maybe we'll try and get a poison off or something. I'm just going to let, yeah, Beedrill go down here. Okay. That's fine. I'm going to have Electra come out. Can't Thunder Wave Electra. We're going to Nuzzle. It's fine. Okay. And Electro Ball should be able to do some big damage because it's paralyzed. Okay, nice. This battle is tough. It's actually dealing a lot of damage. Nope. Rock resists. Dude, what am I doing? I feel like I could sell this. That's fine. Okay. That's a crit, though. It's gonna Thunder Wave. Just fully paralyzed. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Let's switch. Let's put Harry in just to get some poison damage. I want to paralyze. Look, I wanted to go no items. But just because I can, I'm going to paralyze heal Wartortle. But badly poisoned. Yes. It's exactly what we want. So even if you do use one of your stupid hyper potions, it's going to just start accumulating damage. It'll be good. You guys watching this? Ooh! Ooh! All right, Harry. Give him a little... Let's get some more chip damage going, huh? And he outspeeds you. This is a tough battle. These Pokemon are not as bad as I thought they were just like baby fossils. What? They actually stack some damage. Like, and they're pretty fast. I can see why this... I mean, I'm struggling. I have 4 Pokemon down. I am struggling. This is a tough battle. Oh, he's Dragon type. That's right. That poison, though. It's building up, pal. Don't flinch. Nice. We did it. I'm celebrating over like the easiest game of like the Pokemon series, but we did it. Yeah, Harry with the lock-in. Hey. He did what he had to. You may have proven to be a wall that I am unable to surmount. We did it, guys. We did not fail on our first attempt. The Absol cheese did not work. Grant called my bluff, and it did not work. But it's okay. It's important that you never give up. The Cliff Badge. Yeah, that was just a really high roll. That last water gun, I thought it was a crit, actually. That is impressive. Up to level 40. You also get the Rock Tomb. Snorlax could learn that. That could actually be helpful for how slow it is. Maybe. I don't know. We'll workshop that one. But I did not have to use Snorlax in this battle. So, there we go. Well, all right. Well, seems like, you know, we didn't make much progress because it's the second gym. But it's the second gym in Kalos. So the rest of the game is just going to fly by. But I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I think there's a nice place that we could stop. I got to go pee and I got to do some stuff. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been an awesome second stream. We got to chill, play some Pokemon X. It's been awesome to hang out with you guys. But again, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope you have a great Halloween. You know, have some festivities lined up. Maybe a party, maybe go trick-or-treating. I'm not too old for that. I think trick-or-treating with the boys, if you have them. With the bros, you have them. It's fun. I think it's innocent. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mr. Cool Hat, Legendary Baseball Card, Hala, thank you for coming in. Otis Lamar, Goat Stream, thank you guys so much. Let me read off our top fans for this stream. Mr. Cool Hat, Barius the Gradius, who left us earlier, Simo, Otis Lamar, Legendary Baseball Card. Those are our top 5 chatters today. I hope you guys have a great Halloween. Remember, I'm FLYBOY. Jesus is King. Until next time, I'll see ya. I don't know how to end the stream. I can't find the button. Anyways, see you guys.